Hi and welcome. Thank you for joining another Holy Flow. I'm happy to have you here this morning, this evening, whenever you're practicing. We're going to be flowing through a sun flow, so very much inspired from our classic sun salutations, finding a little bit of heat, a little bit of warmth, and getting comfy in our bodies. I encourage you to listen to you. What I'm cueing is what I'm cueing, but it doesn't mean that that is what you have to take. So please adjust for your body and where you're at. We'll start at the top of our mat and we're going to come into a forward fold. So bring your feet beneath the hips, weight in the toes, bend the knees, and just let yourself hang out here, head, neck, shoulders, pulling away from the hips. Start to connect with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling, feeling the tummy and thighs connected here, protecting that low back. Just getting really comfy with gravity pulling our head away from our sits bones. Before we take our flowy movement, we're going to take some gentle spine rolls. So we're going to tuck the bone, bend into the knees, and round up vertebrae by vertebrae, like you have a 20-pound dumbbell in each hand. Getting really, really heavy, shoulders last to rise, with the head coming all the way up, maybe rolling out the head. Make sure you're breathing. Bring those arms out and up. And exhale, bring them down. We're going to come down the exact way we came up. So unstack the head, unstack the shoulders, bring the shoulders forward and down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll back down into your forward fold. Ground under the feet, tuck the tailbone, round vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders stack, head stacks. Maybe roll it out. Then inhale the arms out and up. And exhale, come back down, Tadasana, mountain pose. One more like that. Unstack the head. Unstack the shoulders, vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming all the way down into a forward fold. When your tummy meets your thighs, that's when we know that we can rest. Release into it, then bend into the knees, tuck the tailbone one more time, round all the way up. Shoulder stack, head stacks, roll it out. This time sweep those arms all the way up and take it over to the right side, maybe grabbing that left hand with the right, pulling the left arm up and over, but keeping that left foot as anchored and grounded as the right. Then inhale back up through center. Grab that right wrist with the left hand. Pull it up and then over. Imagine a wall in front of you and behind you, and you're just bending side to side between the two walls. Not falling forward or backward. Then inhale back up. And exhale, dive down. Come down into your forward fold. Inhale, take a half lift. Shoulders pull away from the hips. Abdomen engages. Ribs knit together. Weight in your toes here. Exhale. Plant those palms. Step back the right foot. Then the left foot. We're going to drop the knees here. Then pull those hips back. We're not coming to a child's pose. We're just stretching out the feet. So the head and shoulders and chest stay lifted, but the weight is back in the heels. Pull it back forward. Come back into your plank by pressing the heels away to lift the knees. Then lift it up and back. Come into your down dog. Now in your down dog, bend your knees. Chest presses back towards the thighs. Protract those shoulders, so spread this space between your shoulder blades. Don't pinch it, try to spread it. Weight is back in the feet, the hips, rather than in the hands. And we're going to shift that gaze to the front of the mat and step that right foot forward. Step that left foot forward. Come back into that half lift right away with your inhale. 90 degrees at the waist. Super strong in the abdomen, backs of the legs, weight in the toes. Exhale. Come back, forward fold. Bend into the knees. This time, shoot those arms back, out. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close the eyes for a second. Breathe deep. And let those arms come down by your sides. Sweep them out and up. Exhale, hands dive through center. Come back to that forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Shoulders pull away from the hips, abdomen engage 90 degrees at the waist, weight in the toes. Exhale, plant those palms. This time, step the left foot back. Step the right foot back. Again, hover those knees, tap them down. Press those hips back towards the heels. Stay active in the hands. So you're dragging the hands back towards the knees. Even though they're not moving, that activates the arms, the shoulders, the obliques, and helps you get an active stretch there. Then bring it forward, come back into your plank, lift your knees, press the heels away, and then lift the hips up and back. Come into your down dog. Nice and gentle. Bend those knees, tummy back towards the thighs. Then shift the gaze towards the thumbs. Step the left foot forward. Step the right foot forward. Come into your forward fold. Weight in the toes. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, over the legs. Bend, release, relax. And then bend into the knees. Shoot the arms back, out, and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to shoot those arms down by the sides, bend those knees, and then sweep the arms up, coming into chair. So the toes, big toes can touch, heels can stay just a bit apart, or the feet can be about hip width distance, whatever's comfortable here. But tuck that pelvis slightly. Keep the weight in the heels. Toes are almost fluttering up off of the mat, and shoulders are staying open. Arms up overhead as if you have a block between them. Then hands come through heart center. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant those palms. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. This time, I challenge you to shift that weight forward in your plank. Hover yourself down to 90 degrees at the elbows, then drop those knees and press it up into a modified plank. Then press the heels away to lift the knees and lift the hips up and back to a down dog. Gently moving into our chaturangas, not rushing it, but smoothly moving into the process. Walk the dog. Then inhale, bring that right leg up behind us. Three-legged dog. Hips are square to the mat. Right leg lifted from the glute. Exhale, tap that knee to the nose. And then gently press and place that right foot forward between the hands. Spin that back foot down 45 degrees off to the side of the mat. Heel comes down. Hips stay forward. Lift up. Warrior one. Hips and shoulders square to the front of the mat. On your inhale, imagine your hands being lifted away, but the feet are anchored to the mat. Exhale, frame that foot. Press into the hands, protract through the shoulders, lift that right foot back to a plank. From plank, again, challenge, hover, 90 degrees at the elbows, drop the knees, press up to a modified plank, the elbows staying close to the sides all the while, working into the triceps. Then press the heels away, lift the knees, and shift it up and back into your down dog. Breathe, inhale and exhale. Then we're going to lift that left leg up behind us, three-legged dog. Hips square to the mat, lifting from the glute. Point those toes, reaching back and up. And then tuck the knee to the nose. Come through and forward, bringing that left foot between the hands. Spin that back foot down 45 degrees off to the mat. The heel spins down, chest rises, hips and shoulders are forward. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale, arms rise away from the hips, then exhale. Frame that foot. Press into the hands, dome through the shoulders. Tuck that left foot back to a plank. Shift the weight forward. Hover at 90 degrees. Drop the knees and press it up to a modified plank. Heels press away to lift the knees and shift the hips back and up. Down dog. Gaze to the thumbs. I want you to step that left foot forward. Right foot forward. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Bend into the knees, shoot the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Connect with that breath, that heartbeat. Whatever sensation is going on in your body. Feeling grounded and centered and a little warm. Bring those hands down to the sides. Reach them out and up. And exhale. Come into your chair. Knees are bent, weight in the heels. Toes are lifted, chest rising forward and up. So we're taking this back bend and making it a straight back instead by tucking the pelvis and reaching those fingers and shoulders long. Then hands come to the heart center, dive down through center, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Leading with the opposite leg this time. Step that left foot back. Step that right foot back. Plank. Protract through the shoulders. Abdomen engaged. Shift forward. 90 degrees at the elbows. Drop the knees. Press up. Modified plank. Heels lift or heels press away. Knees lift and hips come back and up to your down dog. Lift on your inhale that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. That right heel is pulling towards the mat with gravity, left leg pulling up and away. Then knee to nose, draw it forward, step it through, spin that right foot down, 45 degrees off to the side, and inhale, warrior one. Make sure that this left knee is stacked right over that left ankle, and your hips are as square to the front of the mat as possible. If you have to shorten your stance here a little bit by bringing that back foot closer so that your hips can come from here to here, that's okay. Take it out a little bit. Inhale, rise, and exhale. Frame that foot. Press through the hands. Tuck that left foot into the chest and step it back to plank. Hover forward 90 degrees. Drop the knees. Press it up. Modified plank. Heels press away, knees lift. Hips up and back. Down dog. Breathe. And on your next inhale, lift that right leg up behind you. Three-legged dog, hips square to the mat. Tuck that knee in, tap it to the nose, gently step it through, and come to set up for your warrior one. Spin that back foot down. Arms rise, shoulders rise, hips and shoulders square to the front of the mat. That right knee is solid, stacked right on top of the right ankle. Inhale, get a little bit longer through the fingers, through the spine, and exhale. Plant those palms. Tuck that right leg in, step it back to your plank. Shift your weight forward. 90 degrees at the elbows, brushing your sides. Drop the knees. Press up, modified plank. Heels press away. Knees lift. Hips up and back. Down dog. Gaze towards the thumbs. Step the right foot forward, then the left foot forward, coming back into your forward fold. Weight in the toes. Inhale, half lift. Engage the abdomen. Exhale. Release over the legs. Bend into the legs. Shoot the arms back, out and up. Inhale and exhale. Hands to heart center. Again, notice the breath. Notice the body. And send the arms down, out. Inhale, up. And exhale, dive back down. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift right away, and then exhale, plant the palms. Step that right foot back. I want you to drop that right knee and settle into a low lunge. So untuck those back toes. Left knee stacked right over the left ankle. Then inhale, arms all the way up. And hips drawing forward and down. Releasing into this hip flexor stretch. Press into that left heel for stability. Maybe even lift the toes to really ground down underneath that foot. Ribs knitting together. Abdomen engaged. Anjaneyasana. Then exhale. Place those palms down. Tuck the back toes. Press the heel away. Lift it into a plank. Step that left foot back. This time, I challenge you to take that full chaturanga. We've been warming into it. If the full chaturanga isn't there for you, continue to take those hover-ups we took last round. So shift the weight forward, 90 degrees at the elbows. This time, flip the feet under on tops of the toes. Pull the heart center through. Hips are lifted, shoulders drawing down and back. Up dog. Then press through the feet, hips back and up. Flip into a down dog. Take a couple breaths here. Then inhale that right leg back and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Press it, step it through, coming between the hands. Drop the left knee. And inhale, arms rise. Anjaneyasana. Again, that right knee is stacked right over that foot, directly following, tracing the direction of the toes. Hips dropping forward and down. Arms lifted. Maybe even a baby back bend, gaze towards the fingers. Then exhale, plant those palms, tuck the back toes, press the heel away. Step that left foot forward to meet the right in your forward fold. Inhale, half lift, and exhale. Plant those palms back down, forward fold, knees are bent. Bend the knees even more, shoot the arms out and up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Arms drop, extend out and up. And exhale, hands through heart center, diving down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant those palms, step that left foot back, leading this time. Drop the back knee, and inhale, arms rise. Anjaneyasana. If you'd like a little bit more here, you can bring either that forearm of the right hand, the right arm, to the right leg, and then bend that left ankle in towards the glute. If this is too difficult and you can't maintain your balance, another option is to bring that left hand down underneath the left shoulder and pull that right or that left heel into the bum with the right hand, so twisting around. This is a little bit more stability because there's 3 points on the mat instead of 2. So take whatever variation you'd like, and if you are just comfortable in Anjaneyasana low lunge, feel free to stay there. Then exhale, release, frame that foot, that back leg extends, tuck the toes, press the heel away to lift the knee, tuck that right leg into the chest, step it back to plank. From here, shift the weight forward, hover down 90 degrees, flip the feet, tops of the feet come down, drag that heart center forward, shoulders back and down. Hips are lifted, legs are strong. Then lift those hips up and back, down dog. Right away, inhale, lift that left leg, 3-legged dog. Tuck the knee to nose, step it through, low lunge, drop that back knee, and inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Now you have those options again here, so take that left forearm to the left knee and bend that right ankle in, if that feels good. Otherwise, take the option with your right hand coming down and left hand reaching back. If you are taking this variation with the right heel tucked into the bum, try not to let it look like this, where our hips are rested here, and then when we bend this knee in, our hips come out. We're then just escaping that stretch. So try to keep those hips melted forward, and we tuck that right heel into the right bum. So take a couple breaths wherever you're comfortable in your practice this morning, this evening. And then come to frame that left foot with the hands. Tuck the back toes, press the heel away, and step it forward, coming to our forward fold. Weight in the toes, hips stacked over ankles. Head, neck, shoulders, releasing. Bend into the knees, shoot the arms out and up. And exhale, hands through heart center. Take those feet about mat width distance. The heels are splayed on, or the heels are on. The toes are splayed just off of the mat. We're going to inhale, take those arms up. Then exhale, as we come down, our hands draw down through center. Our weight comes into the heels. We're coming into Malasana, elbows on the insides of the legs. Now, if this is way too much on the hips and you can't comfortably let your hips draw down, I want you to take a prop, a block, a pillow, a mini stool, something beneath your hips that will then allow you to not be distracted by the discomfort in your hips, but it will allow you to keep opening the heart center forward, as if you're pressing someone away with your chest. We're going to hold here for 5 breaths. Trying to find stillness in the discomfort. And slowly begin to release. Take those hands behind you. If you have a prop, take that prop out and walk those hips back to the center of the mat. Take that right foot in to the inner thigh of the left leg. That right hand can come right outside the right hip. Sweep that left arm out and around and back. Gaze follows that thumb. The hips press forward and up. Getting a really nice back bend here, shoulder opener. And exhale, come down. Place that left forearm down on the inside of the left leg. Shoulders open and stack. And right arm comes up and over. Stretching into the right side body. Even if you can reach your toes here, I want you not to, so that you can keep that shoulder stacked. Because otherwise you're just escaping that side stretch by doming into the chest. Keeping everything where it is, sweep that right arm up and away. Pulling the right fingertips away from the right ear, drop that left ear even further away. Getting a stretch in the side of the neck. And take that left hand, gently guide the head up. Take one more big sweep, right hand down, left arm forward, over and back. Back bend it, and come down. Come into a one leg seated fold. So stretching the collarbone towards the toes, toes flexed towards the face. The more you square here, the more you're going to feel into your QL, the quadratus lumborum, a very, very tight muscle in our low back that feels really good when we find it. And walk your hands in. Take it to the other side so that left foot comes into the inner thigh of the right leg. Take that left hand, place it on the outside of the left hip, sweep the arm up and over, hips forward and up. And exhale, come down. Take that right forearm down to the mat and left arm up and over. Keep that left hip anchored to the mat. Right toes pulling towards the face. Then keeping everything where it is, just sweep that left arm up and over, reaching the fingertips away from the left ear. The head drops a little bit more to get into the side of the neck. And bring that right hand to the head, gently guide that head up, place that left hand down, sweep the right over, around, and back one more time. Pressing the hips forward and up, and then exhale, coming down, bending over that right leg, single leg forward fold, seated. Those toes are flexing towards the face, collarbone pulling towards the foot. Again, the more square you get, the more you'll feel into this low, low left back. Start to walk your hands in. Take that right foot into an easy seat. If you're more comfortable with your left foot leading, by all means switch it out. Take those hands to the knees. Just a couple rock circles here in the torso. And come to stillness in the torso and switch directions. And then come to stillness, let that head rock forward and back a couple times in each direction. And then let all stack, all get long in the spine. Reach those arms out. Inhale up and exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that these sun salutations were helpful in giving you a little bit of heat, a little bit of space, exactly what your body needed. I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Namaste.